Let's be honest. Do you ever just lay your head on the pillow and end up staring at the ceiling for an hour? Or maybe you do sleep, but when you wake up, you feel like you got run over by a tractor? You're not alone. Nearly half of people over 50 are basically fighting a nightly battle with sleep. But I'm not going to throw fancy drug names or complicated theories at you, because the answer is probably waiting for you in your fridge. Yep, just 4 foods. No jet engines, no meditation. Just 4 simple foods, and tonight, you're joining the Champions League of Sleep. Today, I'm going to tell you secrets your neighbor doesn't even know, and you'll finally say goodbye to those zombie mornings. But the best food, the one that surprises everyone, is saved for last. Stay tuned. By the way, drop a comment. Which city are you watching from? Who knows? Maybe we'll have a cherry smoothie together someday. Anyway, let's get to it. Food number 1. Cherries. The red gold of sleep. Don't underestimate cherries. Those tiny red balls actually contain the sleep hormone itself, melatonin. As you get older, your body starts producing less of this miracle hormone. And the result? Sleepless nights. That feeling of, did I even sleep? When you wake up. Constant tiredness, always feeling grumpy. But what do cherries do? They hit the sweet dreams button. Especially tart cherries, they're loaded with melatonin. Studies show people who drink cherry juice twice a day sleep longer and deeper. So it's not just about sleeping, it's about good quality sleep. So how should you eat them? Simple. About an hour before bed, have a handful of fresh or dried cherries, or a glass of unsweetened cherry juice. Check the label. If it says sugar added, skip it. Bonus. Cherries are also packed with antioxidants. Great for your heart. Fights inflammation. So you're not just sleeping, you're getting younger. Anti-aging plus anti-insomnia equals trouble-free mornings. But if you're thinking, I don't even like cherries, hold on, because the next food is not just good for sleep, it's great for your heart too. Coming up in part 2. Peace by the handful. Why are walnuts like a magic sleep potion for seniors? Stay tuned. Now picture this. It's 11 p.m. Your teeth are brushed, pajamas are on, the lights are off. But your eyes are still searching for stars on the ceiling. You know that feeling, dash. I'm in bed, but my brain just won't shut off. And right at this moment, a hero steps onto the stage. Walnuts. Yep, those little wrinkly things that look like tiny brains. Turns out, that resemblance isn't just about looks. Because walnuts are actually the perfect friend for your brain when it comes to falling asleep. Why? Because walnuts don't just have melatonin. They're also packed with magnesium and omega-3. Basically, the dream team of sleep nutrients, all together in one snack. Melatonin, the hormone that tells your body, okay, it's time to sleep. Magnesium, the mineral that gives your nervous system a relaxing massage. Omega-3, the healthy fat that brings calm to your heart and your mind. And there's solid science behind this, too. One study showed that people who ate walnuts every day slept more deeply and didn't wake up as much during the night. So that whole, I slept but woke up every hour thing, that's history. So when should you eat them? About an hour before bed, grab a handful of walnuts. Think of it as a little bedtime ritual, not like munching toast, but eating them slowly and mindfully. Add them to some yogurt, sprinkle them on your salad, whatever you like. Just don't go overboard. There's a difference between a handful of calm and a stomach war with half a kilo. And walnuts aren't just good for sleep, they also help your cells repair and boost your immune system. Which basically means, welcome to the Getting Better Looking While You Sleep Club. And now, if you're feeling nice and relaxed with walnuts, the next food is both a muscle relaxer and a nerve soother. And it's so familiar. You probably already have it in your fridge. Let's move on to part 3. Part 3, small but mighty. What do almonds have to do with sleep, and why did our moms always recommend them? Let's talk about it. Let's be honest. Remember how, when we were kids, they'd hand us a few almonds before bed, saying, these will help you relax. Back then, we never really got it. But now, turns out, moms were right. As always, almonds aren't just a crunchy snack. They're actually one of the secret keys that help you drift off to sleep. And the name of that key is magnesium. Almonds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium out there. This mineral is something special. It relaxes your muscles, soothes your nervous system, and tells your body, hey, it's nighttime. Slow down. As we get older, our bodies don't absorb as much of this mineral. And what happens then? Tight shoulders, frazzled nerves, and of course, That classic can't fall asleep nightmare. But almonds aren't just about magnesium. They also have tryptophan inside. You know, that amino acid that helps your body make serotonin the happiness hormone. And when serotonin goes up, we feel more calm, more content. And your brain quietly says, okay, if you're ready, let's sleep. Science backs this up too. A study on older adults found that people who regularly got enough magnesium slept longer and had better quality sleep. So almonds are basically the gentlest invitation to dreamland. How should you eat them? Super simple. About an hour before bed, just have a handful of almonds. Eat them plain, or mix them into some unsweetened yogurt. Or spread some almond butter on a slice of whole grain bread. Make yourself a cup of herbal tea. Perfect night menu. But be careful not too many, or your stomach will say, hey, I want to sleep too. And one more thing. If you're on medication, check with your doctor before making it a habit. Everything in moderation. That's 3 foods so far. All sleep-friendly. But the last one, it's tiny but kind of miraculous. People who try it say, why haven't I been eating this for years? In the next part, I'll introduce you to it. Part 4, the green miracle of sleep. It's small, fuzzy, and directly linked to better sleep quality. Ready? Now listen up. The fruit we're about to talk about isn't even a handful. It's tiny, fuzzy. At first glance, it might even look a little weird. But the effect? It basically turns your night into a magical sleep. Yep, you guessed it, kiwi. Don't be fooled by how harmless it looks. This little fruit, thanks to the serotonin inside, wraps you up in the coziest sleep. So what's serotonin? Simply put, it's a neurotransmitter that makes you feel good, calm, and happy. But it also helps your body produce melatonin from serotonin. And melatonin? That's your non-negotiable sleep hormone. As we get older, our bodies have a harder time making these hormones. The result? Messy sleep, waking up tired, and that classic "did I even sleep at all" feeling. This is exactly where kiwi comes in. It boosts serotonin production and naturally helps your body raise its melatonin levels. So this fruit is like a gentle goodnight and a fresh hello in the morning. What does science say? In one study, people who ate 2 kiwis an hour before bed for 4 weeks fell asleep faster, slept longer, and woke up more refreshed in the morning. So with this fruit, you're not just sleeping, you're actually waking up feeling rested. How should you eat it? Super simple. 1 hour before bed, have 1 to 2 kiwis. Fresh is best, but you can also mix it into unsweetened yogurt or blend a quick smoothie. Just don't add sugar. Sugar is one of those things that really messes with sleep. Plus, kiwi doesn't just help you sleep, it also boosts your immune system, supports your skin, and helps with digestion. So you're basically hitting 5 birds with 1 stone. Imagine, you eat a kiwi before bed, and in the morning you wake up before your alarm. And you don't have that tired, groggy look. Instead, you've got that, all right, let's take on the day energized me look. And now, we're almost at the finale. We've talked about 4 superfoods. But here's the real deal. How do you actually add these 4 foods to your daily life? And how do you create a real sleep routine? In the last part, I'll give you practical tips you can actually use, plus a simple sleep plan. Part 5, your daily sleep plan, combination tips, and how to get real results with final advice. Don't miss it. Now you've learned about the 4 superfoods: cherries, walnuts, almonds, and kiwi. All of them are sleep heroes. But here's the big question. How do I actually make this a routine? Because it's not just about eating. It's about having them at the right time and in the right way. If you just eat them randomly, you won't really see the full effect. But if you follow a sleep strategy, you'll actually start to notice a difference. That's exactly why I'm giving you a simple but effective night routine. Call it your 60-minute pre-bed plan or your sleep prep ritual, whatever you want. But it works, that's for sure. 60 minutes before ideal sleep. Tart cherries or unsweetened cherry juice about an hour before bed. Have a handful of cherries or half a glass of unsweetened cherry juice. This gives your body an early signal to start making melatonin. 15 minutes later, a handful of walnuts. The omega-3 in magnesium in walnuts relax your nervous system. And if you read something under soft light or listen to calming music while you eat them, it works even better. At the 30-minute mark, time for almonds. If you're a little hungry, mix the almonds with some unsweetened yogurt. It won't make you too full, but it will help you feel calm. Plus, the tryptophan inside helps your body start producing serotonin. At the 45-minute mark, kiwi time, slice up a fresh kiwi and eat it as it is. It's easy to digest, and its slightly tangy taste also helps with digestion. With the combo of serotonin and vitamin C, you're supporting both your immune system and your sleep. Last 15 minutes. Step away from screens. Dim the lights. Your body needs a dark environment for melatonin to work properly. If you want, add a little lavender scent or do a short breathing exercise to finish off your night. That's it. Hard to do? Not really. Just a little intention, a little attention, and maybe a few days of trial and error at first. But soon, your body goes, "Oh, so we're doing this every night now," and it gets the hang of it. Remember, for natural, sustainable, drug-free sleep, these simple steps really work. And waking up with that, "Wow, why do I feel so rested?" feeling, trust me, no cup of coffee can compare. Next up is the final part. We'll wrap up everything we've talked about, and I'll leave you with one last reminder. Why is sleep actually one of the best investments you can make as you get older? Shall we keep going? Let's go back to the beginning for a second. For most of us, sleep isn't just about resting anymore, it's almost a battle. Tossing and turning at night, waking up in the early hours, that tired look hiding under your eyes. But maybe it's not really about not being able to sleep. Maybe it's about your body quietly telling you what it needs and you just not hearing it. Because as the years go by, our bodies change. Our wants change, but our needs? They're still basically the same: a deep breath, a good night's sleep, a fresh new day. That's why we talked about all this. Cherries, because the melatonin inside helps give your nights back to you. Walnuts, because they gently comfort your nervous system. Almonds, because your brain can't sleep until your muscles relax. Kiwi, because the serotonin inside helps you greet the morning with calm. And all of this is possible if you make it a habit. Because getting older doesn't mean stopping. It just means getting a little smarter about things. And at any age, good sleep isn't just a luxury, it's real quality of life. Maybe you won't use every tip from this video, but if you even try one, you'll notice the difference. Because change doesn't come from huge revolutions, it comes from small steps. A slice of kiwi, a handful of walnuts, and maybe going to bed a little earlier. Sometimes, life really does get better when you keep things simple. And if this video made you smile, helped you realize something, or made you think, "Hey, I could try this too," then let's walk this path together. With new videos, new tips, and sometimes just a little smile. Because what we share here isn't just about health, it's about life itself. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Because sleep is a need, but learning together is a privilege. And you're part of that privilege.